Hello everyone, in this tutorial I am going to show you how to make multi-auth in Laravel. It means when a user login, it will take the user to the user dashboard, and when a admin login, it will take the admin to the admin dashboard. So here you can see this is our freshly created Laravel project, and first of all we are going to install Jetstream in our project. So for it, let me just go to the folder. And here you can see this is our project, Laravel underscore project. So here we are going to open a command prompt. So we say here cmd, then press enter. And in order to install Jetstream, we need to say here composer require Laravel slash Jetstream. Then we need to press enter. So this will install Jetstream in our Laravel project, and it will take a few seconds. So right now I will just fast forward the video. So here you can see Jetstream installation is complete. So right now we need to install livewire. So for it we need to say here php artisan Jetstream. Then we need to give a clone. We need to say here install livewire. Then press enter. So this will install livewire. So again this will take a few seconds. So I will just fast forward the video again. So livewire installation is complete. So right now we need to say here npm install. Then we are going to say here npm run build. Press enter. Sorry, it will be npm run build. Press enter again. And npm run build is done. So right now we need to run one more command, that is php partition migrate. But before that we are going to make some changes in the migration file. So we have already opened this project in the Visual Studio Code. So we'll go to our Visual Studio Code, and right now here you can see Laravel project. So we'll just directly go to our database. Then inside database we have migrations folder, and inside migrations here you can see we have a table called users table. So we'll go to our users table, and here we are going to make a few modifications. So here you can see name, email and password. So after name, or let's say after email, we are going to add 3 more fields. So let me just copy this, and I'm going to paste it here, and this one will be user type. We'll say here user type. Then we'll give a default value for the user type, and the default value for the user will be, let's say, user. So after this we are going to add 2 more fields. So let's say here $table string, this will be user phone number. Let's just say phone, and let's just make it nullable. And let me just copy this. After phone we are going to also get the user address, let's say. So I'm going to say here address. It will also be nullable. So right now let's set this, and we are using this user type default user because we are trying to make multiple authentication. So make sure to add this column. So right now let's go back to our command prompt, and over here we are going to say php artisan migrate. Then press enter, and there you can see some table is migrated in the database. So let me just show you the database. If we just go to our browser, and here you can see our database name is Laravel underscore project. So right now if we just refresh here, there you can see we have all the table over here, and here you can see user table. If I click on user, there you can see name, email, user type, phone and address, and also the password over here. And here you can see the database name, and the database name is over here. If we go to our .env, there you can see this is our database name. So right now, if we just go back to our browser and in our Laravel project, and if we now refresh, you will see the login and register option. Let me just click on register. So here you can see this is our register form. So we have name, email, password and confirm password. So in our table, we have 2 more input fields, that is phone and address, and user type value will be by default user. So let me just add phone and address input field over here. So for it, let's go back to our code, and we'll go to resource, then views, and inside views you can see auth folder, and inside auth folder here you can see register.blade.php. So here you can see in the register.blade.php we have a form, And inside this form, we have the name input field, the email input field, password input field, and the confirm password input field here. So what we are going to do is that after the email, we are going to add 2 more input fields. So let me just copy this name from here. So I'm just going to copy this, and after the email, I'm going to paste it over here. So this will be for, let's say, phone numbers. So let me just say here for phone, then this will be phone as well. The ID will be phone, and this one will be phone, and this will also be phone. And autocomplete, I'm going to say here phone. So after phone, we're going to have the address, user address. So let me just paste it here, and this time we're going to say address instead of phone. So I'm going to say here address. This one will be address, and let me just directly copy this, and I'm going to paste it for each phone over here. So let's just say here address, address, and address. If we now save this, then if we now refresh here, there you can see we have 2 more input field, phone and address. So right now, in order to upload the phone and address data to the table, we need to make some changes. So for it, let's go back to our code, and this time we'll go to our app, and inside apps, here you can see action. So inside action, you will see 45 folder. So let's go inside 45 folder, and here you can see create new user.php. So we need to click here, then we'll just directly go down, and here you can see from here we are uploading the name, email, and password. So we are going to add 2 more input field here. So let me just copy this, and input field, I mean we'll upload the phone and address data. So I'm going to paste it over here 2 times, and here this will be phone equal to this will be phone. And here you can see this phone, there you can see input phone. This variable will come from the register.blade.php. Here you can see name is phone. And after that, we're going to say here address, and there you can see this address will come from the database table. So if we just go to our database table, here you can see address. So this address is basically this one, and here this will be the input field name. So it is also address. So if we just check the input field, there you can see address name is also address. So right now, if we register any user, we'll be able to upload the phone and address data as well. And if you want, you can also add some validation rule for the phone and address as well, but I'll just leave it the way it is. So let's save this. Let's go to our browser. Let me just refresh here. Let's say here name will be user, email will be user@gmail.com. Let's give a random phone number, random address. Then we'll give a password. Let's say it will be 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Let's also give confirm password 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Then click on register, and there you can see it took us to the user dashboard. And if we just refresh our database table, there you can see we have a data in the table. The name is user, email is user@gmail.com, and okay, phone and address is empty. Okay, the thing is we need to go to the app, and inside app here you can see models. So inside model here you can see user.php. So here we need to add 2 more input fields. So here we need to say phone, then we're going to say here address. Let me just save it again, and let me just delete this data from here. Log out. Let's go back to the home page. Let's click on register. Let's say this time name will be test, email will be test@gmail.com. We need to give a random phone number, random address, and let's say the password will be 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. confirm password 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Click on register. Okay, it took us to the login page. Let me just refresh here. There you can see this time there is a name, email, we have user type, phone number and address as well. So let me just try to log in. So we'll say here test@gmail.com and the password was 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Click on login. There you can see it took us to the dashboard. So right now let's go and register one more user. So let me just log out, then click on register. This time we are going to say here admin. Email address will be admin@gmail.com. Let's give random phone number. Let's say address will be Canada. And the password will be 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Then click on register. And there you can see it again took us to the dashboard. So right now what we are going to do is that, let me just refresh here. And here you can see user type. So for the admin, we are going to change the user type. So how can we change the user type? For it, here you can see edit option. If we now click on edit, it will take us to this page. And here you can see user type. We are going to change it to admin. So let me say here admin. Then let's go down. And here you can see go button. Just click on go. And then against the user type is changed to admin for the admin user. So right now we are going to write a condition. When user type is user, it will take the user to the user dashboard, and when the user type is admin, it will take the user to the admin dashboard. So let me just log out from here. Right now let's go back to our code, and this time we'll just directly go to the config folder. And inside config, here you can see 45.php. So if we go down, there you can see we have home equal to /dashboard. So whenever a user is logged in, it will always go to the /dashboard URL. And if we just go to the routes, then web.php, there you can see we have a route for /dashboard. Let me just show you. If I just log in as a user, it will be test@gmail.com and the password 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Click on login. There you can see in the URL it says /dashboard. So every time a user is logged in, it will always call the /dashboard. So what we are going to do is that we are going to change it in the config folder. Inside config folder you have 45.php. So over here home equal to /dashboard, instead of this we are going to say home equal to /home. You can name it anything, but let's just go with home. It makes more sense. So right now we are going to write a URL for this /home. So for it, in order to write the route for this /home, we need to go to our routes, then web.php, and here we are going to write the route. But before that, let me just create a controller. So let me just go to my command prompt, and I'm going to say here php artisan make clone controller. It will be, let's say, home controller. Let's press enter, and there you can see controller is created. So we need to register this controller in the web.php. So here we are going to say use app / we need to mention the HTTP folder. There you can say HTTP. So we are going to say here HTTP, then / and inside HTTP we have the controllers folder. So we are going to say here controllers. Then we are going to mention the controller name, which is home controller. CON will be smaller. So we have added our controller name in the web.php. So right now what we are going to do is that we are going to write the route. So we'll say here route $get, then to first bracket, and we are going to mention the URL /home here. Then we'll give a comma to third bracket, and we are going to say here home controller /clone class. It will be, let's say the function name will be index. So right now what we are going to do is that in the home controller, we are going to create a function called index. So let's go to our home controller, and here we are going to say public function, and it will be index to first bracket, then to second bracket. So from here, what we are going to do is that we are going to check whether the user type is user or admin. So first of all, what we need to do is that we need to add the user model in our controller. So for it, we need to say here use app / models / it will be user. So this is the modeling for the user, and in order to check the user type, we need to add one more thing to check the authentication. So we need to say here use, then we need to mention this illuminate. Let me just directly copy it from here, then paste over here. Then we say support / packets / it will be all. So since we add this, we will want to check the logged in user, whether he is logged in or not, and what is the user type for the logged in users. So here first of all, we are going to give a if condition, and we are going to check if there is any logged in user. So we say here if all IT exists, then we are going to check the user type. So let me just declare a variable. Let's say $user type equal to, we'll say all to first bracket, this arrow sign. We are going to mention the table name, which is user, then to first bracket, this arrow sign, and we are going to mention the column name, which is user type. And here you can see user, this is the table name, I mean the model name, and this user type is the column name. Let me just show you. Here you can see that our table name is user and our column name is user type. So what we are doing is that we are checking whether the user that is logged in, what is that user type, and we are storing that user type in this user type variable. Then we are going to give a if condition. We'll say if $user type, let me just copy this, paste it here, then we'll say equal. If the user type is user, then we are going to send the user to the, let's say, the regular dashboard. And the regular dashboard is basically this one. So here you can see /dashboard, and this view is coming from the, let me show you. If we just go to the views, inside views, here you can see dashboard.blade.php, and whatever design you are seeing over here is coming from dashboard.blade.php. So what we do is that you just directly send the user to the dashboard.blade.php. So we say here return view, it will be dashboard. So if the user type is user, we'll send the user to the dashboard. And if the user type is not user, it means the user type is admin, then we are going to say here else. Then we'll give to second bracket, and we'll say return view to first bracket to single version. Let's say it will be admin.index. So when the user type is admin, we'll send the user to this view. So first of all, we need to create this admin folder, then this index file in the view. So let me just go to the resource, then views. So in the views, we are going to create a folder called admin. So let me just right click here, then click on new folder, and the folder name will be admin. Then press enter, and in the admin folder, we are going to create index.blade.php. So let me just right click, then click here new file. File name will be index.blade.php. Press enter, and there you can see we have a index.blade.php. So here we are going to say the simple HTML here. Then in the body, hello admin, save it. So right now let me just explain what will happen. That is, whenever someone is trying to log in, it will call the /home route, and this /home route will call the home controller index function, and our home controller index function will check whether a ID is logged in then it will check the user type. If the user type is user, it will send the user to the dashboard. Otherwise, it will return the user to the admin.index view, which is this one basically. So right now, let's go back to our browser and let me just click log out from here. Let me just log in. Here I'm going to say test@gmail.com. This is regular user, and if I now click on login, there you can see it took us to the dashboard, and in the URL here you can see it is /home. So right now let me just log out from here and let me just log in as a admin. So let's click login. Let's give the admin email, then the admin password. Click on login. There you can see it says hello admin. So let's say we have to have a logout option over here. So how can we do it? This is very simple. The easiest way would be if we just go to our dashboard.blade.php and we can just copy this from here. Let's go to our index.blade. Let me just remove the code and paste whatever we just copied from the dashboard. And I can just remove this div from here, and I'm going to say here admin dashboard. If we now save it, then refresh, there you can see we have a logout option right now. And if you want a simple logout option, you can do it as well. For it, again, let me use those. Let me say here the simple HTML tag. In the body, let's say hello admin, and we're going to have a logout option. So for it, what you can do is that we go to our navigation menu.blade.php, and I'm going to here look for logout option. So let me just go down. So I'm just looking for a form over here. So here you can see we have a form, and the form started from here. So let me just copy this, and I'll go to my index.blade.php, and I'm going to paste it over here. So here you can see we have route method post. This route is for the logout. So let me just remove this drop down from here, and let me just make it simple, and let's also remove this X data. Here I'm just going to say after the CSRF token, let's say here input type, it will be submit, and let's say here value will be, let's say logout. So whenever someone click on logout, it will call the logout route. So if we now save it, then refresh here, there you can see hello admin, and we have a logout option. And if we click on logout, it will take us to the home page. So this is how you can make multiple authentication in Laravel using Jetstream. I hope this was easy for you. So make sure to subscribe, leave a comment if you have any question, and I hope to see you in the future tutorial.